Barclays Center, this premier East Coast venue for World Championship Boxing and the final press conference for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World, Wilder versus Breazeale. And it takes place right here at Barclays Center, Saturday, May 18th, and it will be the 5th heavyweight title fight that has happened here at Barclays Center. This world title fight features the man who has the most dangerous right hand in boxing, and a person who made, till this day, a hashtag and a battle cry. The unbeaten WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder, who will be making his 9th consecutive title defense. And if he's successful, he'll join some elite company. I'm talking about people like the GOAT, Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Vladimir Klitschko as heavyweight champions who've made 8 or more consecutive and successful title defenses. His opponent, his moniker, Trouble, Dominic Breazeale, 20-1, 18 have come by knockout, and the Barclays Center has become like a second home for Dominic. This will be his 3rd straight fight here in this venue. He's also knocked out his last 3 opponents. The co-main features another WBC world champion and the man with the fastest hands in boxing. He's the featherweight champion of the world, Mr. Gary Russell. He'll be taking on a former world champion Saturday night, who, by the way, will be his 50th professional fight in Kiko Martinez. And we'll open with a couple of 140-pounders, the unbeaten Juan Heraldez, taking on another former world champion in Argenis Mendez. This is what you need to know. The fight, Saturday, May 18th, Barclays Center. 3 fights on Showtime Championship Boxing right here at Barclays Center. It's promoted by Bomb Squad Promotions. Tickets on sale. They are available. Ticketmaster.com, BarclaysCenter.com. Tickets also can be purchased at the American Express box office right here at Barclays Center. Wilder, Breazeale, we go live at 9 p.m. Eastern. That is 6 p.m. Pacific time. It is presented by Premier Boxing Champions, and also in association with Mayweather Promotions and Mr. Leonard Ellerby, Tom Brown from TGB Promotions and Brittany as well, and Samson Lukowitz from Samson Boxing. Let me bring to the podium now one of boxing's best friends. He's a man who's transformed really this Barclays Center into the East Coast premier venue for world championship fights. Brett Yormark, he's the Chief Executive Officer of BSE Global. Mr. Yormark.
I got that. Thank you, guys. Hello, everybody. A little surgery on the hip on Monday, and I'm back at it today. Wouldn't miss this for the world. Thank you, Brian. If you look around, you will see banners commemorating some of the sport's greatest heavyweight champions, a group that Deontay Wilder certainly belongs in. The heavyweight division has been the talk of sports world for months, and it's fitting that the world champion will defend his title right here in Brooklyn at Barclays Center for the 4th time in one of the biggest fights in the sport this year. Deontay, you know you're a big part of our family. Welcome home. As I've said to you on many occasions, this is your home away from home, and I can't tell you how excited the borough is to have you back. Thank you. As many of you know, Deontay has also launched a new merchandising line this week. And for those of you who have not seen it, after today's press conference, if you go to the left on Flatbush, at the Brooklyn Boxing pop-up, we have a great display of his merch. And good luck with your new venture, Deontay.
Thank you.
Deontay, you have a big opponent this week in Dominic, your mandatory challenger. Dominic, welcome back to Brooklyn. You're undefeated in 2 appearances in our ring, and I know the fans are looking forward to another great show. Thank you. I'd also like to welcome the fighters here who will open the Showtime telecast with featherweight and lightweight bouts. Gary, Kiko, Juan, and Arhanis. Best of luck to all of you this Saturday night here at Barclays Center. I'd also like to thank my great partners from the PBC, TGB Promotions, Leonard Ellerby, Swanson's Communications, and all those that make this event run as well as it does. And a special thanks goes to Stephen Espinoza. He and his Showtime team do a terrific job. They make the best fights, and they deliver the best fights to boxing fans all around the world. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing everyone Saturday night.
Thank you, Brett. Well, he kind of introduced the next man who will be coming to the podium. He's a man who turned Showtime Championship Boxing under his direction into the industry leader when it comes to showing this sport. He's the president of sports and event programming for Showtime Networks, Stephen Espinoza.
Thanks, Prime. Without a doubt, this is indeed a big heavyweight fight. As Brett said, the heavyweight division is exciting again, and a lot of that has to do because of Deontay Wilder. A lot of that is also because of Showtime's efforts, our commitment to the heavyweight division. This Saturday, Wilder Breazeale will be the 14th heavyweight title fight that Showtime has presented the last 4 years. No other network has been more committed to the division. No other network has invested more in the division than Showtime has. We're very proud of that. We're also proud that several of the fighters on this card are homegrown Showtime talent. Deontay will be making his 12th appearance on Showtime. Gary Russell will be making his 11th appearance in Showtime. As a matter of fact, both Deontay, Dominic, Gary Russell all launched their careers on ShowBox. They're part of the 80 fighters who have fought on ShowBox who have gone on to win world titles. As I've been saying all week, I'm not going to do a lot of salesmanship on this fight. It doesn't need it. When you get 2 guys together in a long time, long-awaited grudge match, 2 6'7" heavyweights who knock out their opponents more than 90% of the time, there's not a lot that needs to be said. Deontay is, of course, the longest reigning heavyweight champ, looking for his 9th successful defense. 9 successful heavyweight defenses. That's something that only 9 other heavyweights in boxing history have done. He's coming off a huge 2018 and 2 of the most dramatic and exciting heavyweight fights that we've seen in recent history. There's the thrilling fight with Ortiz in March of 2018 here in the Barclays Center, and of course the dramatic Tyson Fury fight in December. As for Dominic, he's a big, strong, experienced guy. He's been on the world stage before. He has fought for a world title. He's coming off 3 consecutive wins by knockout or stoppage, all high quality, credible wins. He's got plenty of power. Those of you who are here at Barclays Center know that because we saw him against Carlos Negron, and we saw him change the fight with 1 punch. And that's the kind of power that Dominic Breazeale brings in. I'll end my remarks by quoting Fat Joe, who himself was quoting Tony Montana, and you're asking, why Fat Joe? Well, as you can see in today's All Access Daily episode, he and Deontay were both guests on ESPN yesterday, and one of the things he said to the group was, never underestimate the other guy's greed. That's a Tony Montana line from Scarface. So whether it's greed for money, for world titles, for success, for recognition, or just putting food on the table, each of these fighters is fighting for something. And we know when the bell rings on Saturday night, records don't matter, titles don't matter, all this pre-fight stuff, the pre-fight predictions don't matter. Usually the difference maker is desire, and we have plenty of that on this stage tonight. Thank you very much.
So let me introduce the fighters to you. And fighters, when I introduce you, there's a mic in front of you. If you would, let the people know how camp went and what we should expect from you Saturday night. Let me introduce here everyone on the podium here to my far right, to your left. Juan Heraldez, of course, will be opening the night. He's unbeaten. Right next to him, you have the WBC featherweight champion of the world, Gary Russell Jr. Next to him, you have the manager for Deontay Wilder, Shelley Finkel. And of course, we have the WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. And one of his trainers right here, JD's as well. I want to acknowledge Mark Breland as well, who's here. To my left, your right, you've got former trainer of the year, one of the best in the business, Virgil Hunter. And then, of course, the mandatory challenger, Dominic Breazeale. Next to him, former world champion, Kiko Martinez. And next to him, another former world champion, Argenis Mendez. We'll start with Argenis. 25-5-2, 12 knockouts, former world champion at 130 pounds, Argenis Mendez.
Muy buenas tardes para todos. Agradecerle a Dios por la oportunidad.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming, and of course, thanking God for the opportunity.
He tenido un buen campo de entrenamiento para esta pelea. Me siento muy bien preparado físicamente y voy a dar un buen show el sábado y vengo a ganar.
I had a great training camp, and on Saturday, people are going to see a show out there here at the Barclays Center.
Otra vez más, quiero agradecerle a todas las personas que me dieron la oportunidad para estar aquí. Quiero agradecer a Showtime, a todas las personas que me ayudaron para estar aquí esta noche, el sábado, perdón.
I want to thank everybody that made this possible, from my trainers to my everybody that was involved in me being here tonight or tomorrow night at Barclays Center.
Thank you. God bless everybody.
And thank you, Felix de Jesus, with the translation. His opponent, 16-0. 10 of those victories have come by knockout. He's Juan Heraldez.
How you doing, man? Camp was great. I'm ready to put on a show and put everybody at 140 on notice that I'm coming. And, I'm ready. Thank God. Thanks to my parents. Thank you, Floyd. Thank you, Leonard Ellerby, and everybody that's got in my career throughout the years, man. It's been a long road. I'm here. I'm going to seize this moment and take advantage of it. Thank you.
Now we come to the co-main. Second fight you'll see on Showtime Championship Boxing on Saturday. He's a former world champion, 39-8-2. Also with 28 knockouts. And again, Saturday will be his 50th career fight. Kiko Martinez.
Hola, muy buenos días. Lo primero quiero agradecerle a Samsung Boxing, a Maravilla Box, a Jaimon, a Gary Russell, al equipo de Gary Russell por esta gran oportunidad que tanto le he pedido a Dios, que tanto he trabajado. Gracias por haberme dado tanto tiempo para poder venir al 100%. El campo de entrenamiento ha salido todo muy bien, sin lesiones, sin contra nada extraño, con buenos sparring. Y vengo al 100%, vengo sin excusa para ganar ese título que tanto le pido a Dios y que tanto deseo, para ganar ese título del CMB que tanto he deseado desde que era un niño.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity that He's been giving to me to fight on Saturday. I come to fight and get that title. There was it was a great training camp, no injuries. I want to thank Samson, Maravilla Boxing, also Al Heyman and Showtime for this opportunity. And I'm just ready to go. So this is the biggest opportunity in my life to get this title Saturday night.
His opponent is the WBC featherweight champion of the world. This will be his second fight here at Barclays. First one happened 5 years ago in 2014. 29 victories, just one defeat, 17 by knockout. Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
That's right. Man, we had a hell of a training camp. I always prepare myself to the best of my abilities. I tell everybody all the time, if anybody ever watched any of my interviews or anything, boxing is intellect manifested on the physical form. In most cases, the educated person should win. And this is exactly what you get when you see Mr. Gary Russell Jr. compete. You'll see the hand speed, you'll see the punching power, you'll see the ring IQ, and come Saturday night, we'll be victorious. Hands down. Simple.
And now, to the main event. And we start with a man who's been waiting for over a year for this opportunity. This will be his third fight here at Barclays Center. He's known as Trouble, Dominic Breazeale.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. Appreciate you coming out today. Beautiful day to be here. Got to thank God for putting me in this situation to be fighting for another world title. Super excited. Camp went great. Virgil Hunter and myself had a great 9 to 10 week camp up there in the East Bay. Got to say it's been one of the best of my life. Mentally focused, physically right. No nagging injuries. Excited to be back here at the Barclays Center to get another knockout win. The WBC belt is everything to me. This is my Super Bowl. I came to fight for the damn thing. I came with the heart, with my mental, with my chin, with my hands, with my jab. I'm going to bring everything Saturday night. It's not going to be nothing short of an explosive night. And for me, I plan on it being an epic night. When all said is done, I've dreamed about it for the last week, for the last month, for the last year, all of my life. And the new is going to sound like a beautiful thing before my name and my hand is raised.
And he'll be facing the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. This will be his fourth fight here at Barclays Center. And he probably needs, at this point, to change his name to the Brooklyn Bomber, because his other three opponents have been knocked out in highlight reel fashion inside this venue. He is Deontay Wilder.
Thank you guys for coming. I'd like to thank Showtime. I'd like to thank the Barclays Center. I'd like to thank my whole team that's been with me from day one. We always said we started together, we're gonna end together, and that's the plan we're going with. It's been an amazing run for me, my career. I started from the bottom, from the very bottom, and worked my way all the way up and to this point. And now this is my 9th consecutive title fight. I'm defending my title. When we got into this sport, we took our time. We had a game plan. We said that we weren't gonna rush myself nor my career. We was gonna learn everything. Even in the Olympics, you guys, my Olympic brother, Gary Russell, I was the least experienced and always learning on the job while they was always advanced than I. I was looking at those guys. And we trained to be a long-term champion, not a short-term champion, and we accomplished that. And here I am now. So I'm very appreciative of my career and development that how far I've came, and the development that came with it. It's been a process, but hard work pays off. I try to tell people hard work pays off, and I'll put in that work, especially for this fight. But I wanna give my opponent a gift. Yo, Chris, get this boy this Jones.
We're gonna make sure you can comprehend what's about to happen on Saturday.
Since he said he needed an urban dictionary, I'm gonna make sure he have an urban dictionary so he can stand the etymology of what I'm about to say to him. And you don't know what Jones means? It's in chapter 129. Check it out. For you about to catch this fade come Saturday night. What about another word, biatch? It's been an amazing run, man. This dude said I got big for him or whatever. Nah, let's use Urban. No, I got swole while you got Poe. These folks don't understand. When they train for me, they get themselves in the best shape of their lives when they come to Deontay Wilder. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to expect. They game plan, they think they have it. Oh, he's Wilder. When he bag up, we gonna catch him with a hook or try to step on my feet or maybe come with an uppercut. It's not gonna work, man. Nothing these guys prepare for is not gonna work. No one knows how to prepare for me because, like we all know, I'm unorthodox, I'm untextbooks. So when you got a guy like that in front of you, how do you prepare for a Deontay Wilder? How can you prepare for a Deontay Wilder? You can only psych yourself up. Your team around you can psych you up. To think that you're gonna come in there and bring the best you can bring, which I hope you bring the best that you can bring. That's what I'm looking for. These guys understand that when they get in the ring with Deontay Wilder, it's more than just a boxing match. This is not a game. We don't play this. And we know that when I speak truth. I speak what I feel. I'm passionate about what I say. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm not in this business to make no friends. I'm not in this business to There's so many things I've said, and I mean every word that I've said. This has been a long time coming for him. Like I said, I ain't bothered nobody. The chaos came to me. Disturbing the peace came to me. He asked for this, and he shall receive. Just like the Bible said, if you ask, you shall receive. And come May 18th on Showtime at the Barclays Center, he's gonna get everything that he received. So watch me catch this dub, because I'm gonna fade him out, baby. I can't wait. It's gonna be an amazing night for me, but a sad time for him. You know, to be a heavyweight champion of the world, it takes a lot of responsibility. It take a lot of duty to do this, and everyone's not gonna be able to be a champion because they ain't gonna be able to handle what comes with it. It's more than just being glamorous. It's more than just have the finer things in life. It's more than just carrying around this precious belt right here, this WBC belt, the most prestigious, well-known belt in all of boxing. And more than that, when you're a champ, you got a target on your back. Everybody wants to be that. You think I'm slacking off? I appreciate Dominic Breazeale. I appreciate for him for bringing this to me. You know, I've trained harder than I've ever trained. He reminded me of the Burmester Vern when I had so much animosity. Well, we both had animosity against each other. We had that bad blood going against each other, and I wanted to hurt him so bad. So bad. My blood is boiling right now. I can barely keep my composure right now. But due to the fact we can't get paid outside of the ring, and it's a lot of money on the line, baby, and my family got to eat. So with that being said, I will keep my composure till that time comes. I can't wait, like I said before. So many things I can say right now, but my actions is gonna speak louder than my words. I say so many different things, and I prove to y'all guys over and over and over and over again that I am the best, that I am the chosen one. They can say what they want, but he's gonna be in a hell of a fight. It's gonna be a hell of a fight while it lasts. And y'all know what I come to do. I come to bring the pain. I'm gonna make sure he feel it. And you damn right he gonna go to sleep. So make sure you get your yarn. And you can catch the fade too if you want it. It's no problem. So I can't wait, guys. Saturday, y'all in for a treat. You don't want to miss this one. It's gonna be live. It's gonna be filled with action. And those words gonna be said, and still heavyweight champion of the world, Deontay Wilder, baby. Thank you guys for coming.
Absolutely.
And check out that store too. Get your merchandise and represent, baby. Thank you.
Champ, thank you very much. We'll talk about the fight here in just a moment. Let's go to the co-main. Kiko, I'll start with you. You're quoted in Ring magazine saying you believe you can hurt Gary Russell Jr. Tell us why.
Creo que mi boxeo es muy favorable para ganar a Gary Russell. Creo que es un boxeador de presión, de pelear y de trabajar. Creo que con los boxeadores que se ha enfrentado lo han dejado mucho boxear y entonces ha podido sacar su mayor poder, que es la rapidez y la estrategia, y creo que conmigo no le voy a permitir hacer su juego.
That's correct. I think my boxing skills are superior. I think Gary Russell Jr. is a pressure fighter, and the fighters that he's fought have basically, I haven't been able to box him the way I plan on boxing him on Saturday night.
Gary, your response.
He's never been in the ring with nothing quite like me before. He's nothing but just an athletic individual that prepared himself to the best of his ability to be able to take the beating that I'm going to give him on Saturday night. Point blank period. He can talk all he want to talk, say what he want to say. He's never been there with nothing like me before. He'll drown.
Is this the year we see Gary Russell Jr. twice?
It's possible. It's very possible. Is this the year that any of the other world champions would be willing to step in the ring and compete against me? Everybody say I'm only competing once a year. To the fans that don't know, I'm only competing once a year because none of these other guys are in the rush to get in the ring with me. You have to understand that we get paid based upon our ability to be able to produce. Those chances are very, very low. They're not willing to put their family and their livelihood on the line to step in the ring with a Mr. Gary Russell Jr. They know the hand speed. They know the punching ability. They know everything that comes with it. Like I said, he's prepared himself to be able to last and be able to take them or withstand the punishment that I'm going to be giving them on come Saturday. Point blank period.
Dominic, you say a victory over Wilder is not only good for the sport, but good for the world. What do you mean by that?
First off, I got to thank Wilder and his Yes Man for the Urban Dictionary. I had a chance to take a glance at it while you were talking all that nonsense. Just so you guys know, I got a chance to look through there and transcribe that. Wilder was talking about he needs to build some confidence in himself. I need to train harder. I'm fighting against a big guy that's going to bring it to my ass on Saturday. And you know what? I don't got enough yes men in my corner. So from what I understand, this Urban Dictionary is full of crap. Victory for me on Saturday is everything. I don't think Wilder understands what he's getting himself into. There's not enough guys he could pay to be in his corner to tell him that he's going to beat me on Saturday night. He knows he's in for a fight. He stated it himself. He's trained harder than he's ever trained in his life. If you're the champ, you got to be confident in what you do. You got 40 bogus-ass fights. You might have fought 2 guys in your whole career that give you any type of credibility. Come Saturday night, you're going to be in the toughest fight of your life. In all of those 41, 40 fights, whatever it may be. I can't wait for them to raise my hand and then to say, and the new.
You also said that you don't believe that Deontay Wilder will fight again once you beat him Saturday. Why is that?
I'm Deontay Wilder's retirement plan. I'm going to beat him so bad that he's not going to want to ever lace up the gloves again. Nor is he going to be physically fit and able to lace up the gloves again. As we all know, sports are 80% mental, 20% physical. He ain't got neither one of those, and when I'm done with him, the mental aspect of boxing is going to be completely beat out of him.
Champ, your response.
Nobody believes this guy. He don't have enough bass in his voice. You can't believe him. He's an upper D Negro. I mean, come on, man. I've been in this game for a very long time, and to think for someone like you to come and beat someone like me, the closest you're gonna get to this belt is in your dreams. And I'm pretty sure you had a lot of wet dreams about that. That's about the closest you're gonna get to this, I promise you. You never faced a killer like me in the ring. You never looked into a killer's eyes like me. But you'll feel it though. My actions speak louder than my words. Ask all my opponents that came before you and ask them what they felt. Even with my last opponent, he told you the myth, the legend is real, the power is real. You're gonna feel every bit of it. I promise you that.
Why has he angered you so much?
Because of the lies that he told. You know, the lies that he told. I'm a man. I can accept full responsibility of my action.
Then accept them.
You know, it don't do me. I don't care about being wrong. You know what I mean? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can accept that. But don't come to my city talking about threatening my family and kill my family. Now you in for a fight. Now I have the power to do just that. Dominic Breazeale almost lost his life that night. He almost lost his life that night. He don't know how close he came. I had guys apologizing to me because they had stuffing on them that they was gonna take him out. But I bagged them off. Trust me. But come Saturday night, I can do whatever I want to do. And you better gather around your loved ones, the ones that talking the mess, the big mouth. Y'all better gather around him tonight, because come Saturday night, he may not be able to talk to you. Trust me. And you know I don't play no games.
So we'll wrap it up with this. Dominic, give you final
and it's gonna be good.
What should we expect?
It's gonna be good. Trust
Saturday
me.
night here at Barclays Center.
I ain't the one that's to talk, baby. I'm about my action. Anybody that know me could tell you I'm about my action, baby.
Let's let Dominic.
People like you do all the talking, my dude. You do the talking and I do the action. I talk what I talk and I practice what I preach. My actions speak louder than my words. Trust me. So sit on the sideline, you side chick.
Saturday night. What should we expect?
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't know this was going to be comedy hour. Like I said last time, Deontay Wilder loves his voice, and we can't get that man to shut up. Saturday night, he's going to pay for every lie he's made up, every thought he's thought of, and every punch he's thought about hitting me with. I know this man keeps referencing this Alabama, crazy nonsense. In that hotel lobby, I haven't had to come up with a story, I haven't had to change anything, and I haven't had to lie time and time again. My wife, my kids were involved in that situation. Every man sitting in this room, your wife and your kids were involved in a situation where they can think about, and it brings it up every time this man's ugly face passes by or comes up on a social media event. Oh, you better believe he's gonna pay for every single moment of that lobby night. And some, because he's going to continue to lie and lie and lie and go on episodes and TV shows and radio and podcasts. If a real man knew what he did wrong and understood what he did wrong, he'd step up to the plate, take this ass whooping like a man.
Where were your children at?
Champ?
I want to ask him a question. Where were your children at? Since you, where were your wife at? Where were your children at? Answer that question for me.
Right there in that lobby.
Where
you
were
were screaming. You were screaming at my wife's face.
Man, your
right
wife was,
in that damn lobby, just like the ignorant individual that you are. No class, low down, dirty scandal.
Nah, your wife around yelling like the Xena warrior princess. That's what she was doing. Your kids was with my brothers.
That's what a real woman would do to back up her
your kids, son.
You might want to ask your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, your side chick, all that crazy nonsense.
Keep asking the question.
Can we have a face-off?
We gonna have that regardless.
Okay. Folks, you don't want to miss Saturday night. May 18th, here at the Barclays Center, it's the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the World. Dominic Breazeale, the mandatory challenger, against the champion, the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, and you can see it on Showtime Championship Boxing at 9 p.m. Eastern. Main event. Bring the belt. Bring the belt.
Right here, right inside. No face-off.
They gave me mine.
Every prayer that I pray to you, I'm going to do it too.
And they put only the champions that's in your way. weight class that's in it. And they keep Ali and all down.
You see what you did when you represented my country? You went to England. I want you to look me in my eyes. I want you to look at a real killer, my nigga. I want you to look at a real one, what a real one looks like. So when you close your eyes in that hospital room, you're gonna see my face, you're gonna look into my eyes over and over and over and over again. I ain't got to talk because I'm about what I say, Dominic. I'm about what I say. I'm about what I say. And I'm gonna show you 40 victims. 39 got knocked out. Everyone that faced me have hit the canvas. They tasted it. They understood what it took to get in there and got knocked in the face and got knocked out. I don't play this. I have the power to do something. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. You ain't nothing but a cloud chaser. And all the money that you're gonna earn gonna go to your hospital bill. Trust me. I'm telling everyone.
Move him, Hard, move him.
That's what I need. You want what I got, but it ain't going nowhere, no time soon. Not you, not anybody else. I am the king.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do nothing.
I am the king. You remember that.
Chris.
He's coming.
Nah, you know what it is. Deontay
Let the champ through here.
Yo,